All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But now let's talk about Kaspa. If we're looking at the entire markets today, a little bit of a mixture of both. We're seeing a little bit of green and also a little bit of red across the board. But as far as Kaspa is concerned, you guys can see this for yourself. The price is currently sitting at 13.5 cents. We're down about 2.7% in both Bitcoin and USD comparative. Market cap currently sitting at $2.9 billion. So what we're seeing happening compared to our previous update is that we're below that $3 billion mark. And the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 35.6 million. So as far as news goes today, it was listed on the Australian exchange. That was announced about 2 days back. So that's that as far as the news goes. But what's next for the price? That's what everyone is here for. So let's take a further look as to what potentially could be happening. Before I get into that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. So what we're seeing with BTC is Bitcoin is pretty much hanging exactly where it was yesterday, and that was at this $37,749 mark. We're pretty much bouncing back and forth within that range, which is the previous yearly highs. But of course, the new yearly high is at $38,400, and we haven't really seen that get retested. Of course, remember, we're in a weekend, and on the weekends we do tend to see a lot of manipulation across the board as CME futures are closed. So that's why I do take majority of the time the moves over the weekend with a grain of salt. But let's see what happens. Tomorrow is Sunday. Let's see how things react, obviously Sunday, but especially Monday morning. But if we're looking at Bitcoin dominance right now for you guys can see Bitcoin dominance is pulling down a little bit. Again, not much has changed though. But what's next for Kaspa? That is what everyone is here for, and I'm going to give you guys my personal opinion. So first and foremost, look very closely where the price of Kaspa is currently sitting at. And I'll give you guys about 5 seconds to kind of look at that. All right, now that you have looked at it, let's take a closer look as to where exactly the price of Kaspa is sitting at. So this, of course, daily time frame, and our continuous look at the retracement. So from its yearly high at 15.5 cents, we are sitting at a retracement of about only 12.86%. And yes, only. That's nothing for a project that has pumped up the way Kaspa has. That's a really, really healthy correction. And if you are a bag holder in any currency, after it has a significant run like this, you pray for corrections like this, and that's what Kaspa is doing right now. But now let's shift our focus to the hourly time frame and give you guys a closer look as to what exactly is happening. So remember, previous resistance, this white line that I drew for you guys about a few days back. Remember what this was for us before. It was a resistance. So resistance, when we're breaking towards the upside, it comes in the way, and usually this is a really popular way for leverage traders to be locking in positions, right? So that's exactly what it was. And until just 2 days ago, we saw this breakout. We did go all the way up to this 14.3 cents, but remember this resistance that I was talking about? It has turned into support. And speaking about support, look at it for yourself. You can see this for yourself. Can't make this up. You cannot make this up. You can see we've bounced from the support line 2 different times. So we've retested the support twice after switching it into a support line, because of course there was a resistance, but once we broke out of it, became a support. And yes, it is playing as a significant support line. We bounced here yesterday, and then we also saw a little bit of a rally going up to the 14 cents mark, but never managed to get back into the red zone, which is the 23.6 zone. But we're back at the retest. So 2 double retests for Kaspa. You can see this for yourself. And, I'm expecting to see a bounce. And I would want to see a bounce, because you do not want to see the support line being lost. And I've mentioned to you guys this yesterday as well. Bitcoin hasn't been doing too much, so not too much of volatility within the price of Bitcoin. Kaspa, of course, has more volatility, without a doubt. Of course, we've seen a retracement, and that is because of the sell the news. I think what was happening is, the Australian exchange, and this is my personal opinion, I think the Australian exchange initially started picking up here, and they rode their wave all the way to the top, and have taken profits, especially the insiders. So, that's a move. Like, if we're looking at from a trader's point of view, let's put that from a trader's point of view. That is a move of about 24% in 4 days. Can't go wrong. And a 24% on leverage is insane. That's insane, depending on the amount of leverage you're trading. So that's why, of course, you guys know my stance. It's on a daily basis. I give you guys a reminder. I don't want my viewers trading on leverage. It's really, really risky, and you want to stay away from it. But we're seeing a bounce. Right now, as of recording this update, you guys can see we are literally bouncing from that support line. You cannot make this up right now. And are we about to see something similar as to what we saw just yesterday and retesting back to the 23.6 zone? Possibly. And in order for us to retest the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, that's just a move only about 3%. Now you may be saying, if it's only a 3% move, why are we not going up? Because right now, what I'm noticing is not much buying pressure, and we need buying pressure for that type of move to happen. But I would not be surprised if possibly even in the morning we do see us get retested, especially if Bitcoin were to make a bounce. So are we still in an upwards trend? Remember, I spoke about us being in an upwards trajectory for the price of Kaspa. Let's take a look at that. So hourly time frame for you guys. Yeah, so still in an upwards trajectory. You guys can see higher high, higher low. So this next few days, could be very, very important. We could potentially pop out of this resistance, hit a new all-time high that will keep us, listen carefully, that would keep us in an upwards trend. And then I think we will probably retest something like this. So let me draw it out properly for you guys. Let's delete this. Okay, 1, 2. And also, I'm sure you guys are starting to realize that, hey, you know what, Crypto ZX support line is actually playing out quite a bit. But anyways, this is what I'm trying to show you guys. So if we're able to break out, hit a new yearly high, let's say we do hit 18 cents again. This is just for, we could see something like this. Well, guess what this would do? This would higher high, higher low. Look at that. So this puts us in a upwards trend still. But with that said, if the price of Kaspa drops below the 11.5 cents mark, then this entire upwards trend gets invalidated and everything gets canceled. So, these are some things that we need to keep in mind. Of course, that's a sharp drop, but we need to stay above this support line. That's a drop of about 15% for us to kind of go below this in order for this to get invalidated. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we still have a lot of steam for itself. I think we could see a new all-time high for Kaspa in the near future, but pay very, very close attention to the support line. So far it is bouncing from that, which is great to see, but like I said, pay very close attention to that. Let me know down below what you guys are doing right now. Are you guys accumulating your Kaspa, or are you guys just holding what you have? And remember, just a huge reminder, there's a lot of scammers in the comments, so please stay away from these scammers. There's a lot of people posing as me, pretending to be me. So let me tell you straight up, I will never call you, I will never ask you to message me, etc., etc. If you do want to get in touch with me, only one way possible, and that is through email, and that's only in the link in the description. Anything else is pure scam, so stay away from that. And other than that, it's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.